Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have a copy of Zombicide Dead West, an expansion to Zombicide Undead or Alive. This exclusive box contains all of your goodies you need to take your Zombicide Undead or Alive game to a whole new level. Larger than life characters, colorful walkers, and new deadly abominations. Life in the West has never been so dangerous. Buckle up because you're in for a wild time. A Zombicide Undead or Alive core box is needed to enjoy this set. Contents, again, this was from part of the Kickstarter, so you get a whole bunch of good stuff in there. Of course, is brought to you by CMON and Guillotine Games. Of course, for more information, go to cmon.com or guillotinegames.com, and this was released in 2022. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Again, this is an expansion. You must have the core box of Zombicide Undead or Alive to use anything in this box. So let's put this to the side. Zombicide Dead West, new abominations. We say it's time for heroes. Actions. Alpha Bane. Background information. This is a rule book. The Cactus Queen. Fat Mace. Death Grasp. Core Geyser. Little Trickster. Plymouth Hound, the Melting Pot, Puss Bag, Rotten Claw, the Great Trickster, Swamp Tongue, and their special rules, the Wendigo, Daily Duel House Rules, the Revenant, the Gunslinger, the Teacher, the Lumberjack, the Miner, Station Master, Stagecoach Driver, Snake Oil Salesman, the Soldier, the Mariachi, and the Horsehead Walker. So that's your rule book for Zombicide Dead West. So just like every other Zombicide, you come with a whole mess of cards, a whole bunch of figures as well. So this box, if you look at this real quick, and move this to the side, a whole heck of a lot of characters that you can play in this box. We'll go through each and every one of them. No sculpts are the same. And then underneath are the different abominations. And we've got lots and lots of figures to go through with a little bit of cards. So this should be fun. So let's start. So again, these are additional characters that you can play, and here they are. Background information is on the back of each card. So you can play Grayson, Reigns, Kopi, Itza, Sister Grace, Preacher Paul, Father Winston. Father Luke. Tilly. Professor Fletcher. Billy the Kid. Class ability, Fanning. You may use an equipped pistol to perform a ranged attack with these modified characteristics. Butch Cassidy. Hank. Doc Holliday. Jesse James. Smile, I'll make you famous. Wild Bill Hickok. Sheriff Earp. Weezer. Charles. Mika. The Nameless. I'll say that's Clint Eastwood's character, The Nameless. Woods. Miguel. Eli. Wolf. April. Rusty. Maybell. Garth. Rob. Janie. Clint. Hobbs. Lilith. Martin. Earl. Vina. Monica. Benji. Bloody Mary. Ruby. Trips. Connie. Christoph. The Judge. Sheriff Mittens. Chi. Desba. Nabahi. Dazani. And of course, Deeswood. So, as you know, the more that you kill, the stronger your character begins. So you start from the blue, and as you kill more, you get more and more abilities. On here, it tells you how many wounds you could take. Class ability, he's a home defender. Up here, the slot may hold a rifle, so you can only use a rifle, this guy here. All right, it says in the back here, class ability, home defender. Lines of sight are not limited by room zones. May search several times per turn. There you go. That's these. So that's the cards that are included. The new characters that are brought out in Zombicide Dead West. You also get some new additional cards here as well. To add to your game. Again, you must have a copy of Zombicide Undead or Alive, the core box, to use any of these cards here. So you got new weapon card here, Desba's bow. When used by Desba, escalation is ranged. It's a ranged weapon. Okay. And the rest are the baddies that we introduced before. Abominations, Pus Bag, Fat Mace, Gore Geyser, Alpha Bane, Rotten Claw, Plymouth Hound, Wendigo, Swamp Tongue, Death Grasp, Melting Pot, Little Trickster, Great Trickster, and Cactus Queen. It says here, when the Cactus Queen is eliminated, each actor within range 0 to 1 and line of sight suffers damage 1. The survivor earns all AP. Look at the Pus Bag real quick. Pus Bag creates a boom in its zone upon elimination. All actors in its zone are eliminated as well. The survivor who eliminated the Pus Bag earns all related action points. Fat Mace, Abomination. Fat Mace attacks deal 2 wounds. And everybody has their powers underneath it, as you can tell. And that's your Abomination cards. So we're going to... Okay, so we'll start off. Before we do that, you got to take the tape off the sides. Again, I backed this Kickstarter. I did not go for the full, all the expansions this time. I just went for this and the extra figures. Because last time when I did Zombicide as well, I was unable to get all the extra figures that came along. So I was a little unhappy about that. So I wanted to make sure. And this tape on here is really stuck. Oh, there you go. Really stuck. I think it just hurt all the fingers from flying out. So I was trying to keep it so I can put them back in the right spot, but they're gonna go back, I guess, in the box. As I put them in there now. All right, so we got the 4 corners off. We can start looking at some of these figures now. All right, because I messed them all up to begin with. All right, here we go. Oh, they're all numbered, so that's fun. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at some of these. There's one. 2. 3. 'Gain, Simon, fantastic sculpts. There's never a question as to how cool these sculpts are. Look at that one. Hanging out in the rocking chair. Great detail, great figure. Gun's a little bent, a little warm water, they'll straighten right up. Again, each figure goes with a coinciding card. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but here they are. And what I figured was eventually the expansions, if I really enjoy this one, the question always remains whenever you buy a new Zombicide game is, how many of these are we going to buy? Even though they're different themes, one's in space, one's regular zombies, this one's out in Wild West. Then there was the Marvel one, which I did not back. It just, how many of these games do you need? How many of the expansions do you really need? To me, it's more about having the figures and being able to play the core game with different characters each time makes it a little bit more interesting. Though in this, which we'll get into when we do I got into in the previous unboxing video when I talked about Undead or Alive, they did change some of the rules in the game to make it more, I don't like to use the word difficult, but make it more challenging, which is always cool. But again, the question is, if I really enjoy this game, I haven't played a game of it yet, but when I do, if I really enjoy it, I can always go out and buy the expansions, because the expansions will always be available, but the extra figure sets are not. You guys know, Simon are great at doing the extra add-ons and then charging up the wazoo for them, or then people buy them, don't open them, and then sell them online for a gazillion dollars. Which, jack up the price 2-3 times, because they know they can get it for it. There's a lot of cool sculpts in here, a lot of cool figures. And again, if you don't use it for Zombicide, if you do a 28mm Wild West using different other miniature game rule sets, you can use these characters in there as well. They're 28mm, they can be used for any other type of game that you choose to. Very cool. A lot of these guys, as you can tell. A lot of these guys. Guy just throwing dynamite, that's cool. Pickaxe, very cool. One thing I do seem to like, the videos I've watched of people playing the game, to get an idea of the update of the rules and stuff like that, it does seem a lot more challenging. So that is something that is definitely cool. And as you know, I have 2 daughters. My daughters do love playing Zombicide. So another reason I picked it out is this, so they can choose whatever figure they want to use, and we can go nuts playing the game. And of course, if you have a big game and you have multiple people playing, give people more selection of who they want to play as well. So if you do also, if you're like me, you go to different gaming conventions, and if you want to put a game on as well, you could do a really large size Zombicide game where you have up to 15-20 people playing, and using your own terrain and different rule sets as well. You could do that also. You're only hampered by your own imagination when you have figures like this. I do wish there were a couple more Native Americans that were included, because it's mostly cowboys, but there might be another expansion which has more of those in there. So I don't know. Again, I backed the basic. I got the Dead West and the Undead or Alive core set. That's the only 2 ones I backed. The only 2, this was the add-on I purchased. All gazillion of these figures. Which probably as well as I know, Most of them won't even hit the table in the game, but I enjoy having them. A couple more we got here. Again, the sculpts are second to none. I mean, these are great. I mean, Simon Guillotine Games, they always do a phenomenal job with these figures. No question. Beautiful sculpts, paint up beautifully. So if you're into the Wild West, you know, like the whole Western theme, this is definitely the game for you to pick up. Because it is rules light. It's not, Zombicide is not a heavy rule game. It takes a long time to figure it out. It's kind of get in there and learn as you go. They give you an initial mission that gives you the gameplay, gives you basic new rules. If you played Zombicide before, you get the general gist right off the bat. I really like the space one too. I like the Invader Zombicide as well. That one, kids, we finished the whole core box set of games with that one. So we're looking to do that with this game as well. If they enjoy it, yeah. Like I said, you can always go out and buy the expansion. Or just buy additional expansions. Not so sure how many expansions came with this. I'm not sure. In my mind, when I did back this, I kind of said to myself, I'm gonna go the cheapest route possible with the most amount of figures. Still wasn't cheap. I think with the whole thing with this and the original core box and this box, it was $200 some odd. So it's never cheap when you're dealing with Simon, and the shipping rates, as you guys all know, which I don't want to get into, but they're astronomically high right now. All right. So as you can tell in this box here, lots and lots of cool figures. So there are just the playable characters. Now we're going into the abominations. And as you know, I like to use my knife off camera. So if oh, some of these need to be built here. That's a little different. Okay, so let's start from the top here. Get two of these guys. Okay, so let's just start with those to show you these here. I like the fact now they have the numbers on here, so if you take them out of order, now you know how to put them back in. You're like looking at the bottom. As you guys know, they got the numbers on the bottom. Boom. That's slick that they did that. I do like that. I do like that a lot. So you get two of the same guys, two of these guys. Very cool. You get two of these guys. You get two of these guys. That's the mariachi guy. So you get one guy with the lantern. That's actually a really cool figure. Okay. Get this guy here. Get one of him. Just a horse head one. One of this guy. One of this guy. That's rare. Guy missing an arm. Hmm. That's unfortunate. Maybe the arm popped out over here. I gotta go find it. Sure. We get him. There you go. Now you get your abominations. You get this one here. This baddest looking figure. You get this guy here. Is your cactus? That's funny. That's cool. You get this guy here. It's pretty vile in general. That's cool at the tongue. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. That's cool. Almost like a well of souls. That's cool. Yeah, that's really, really cool. As you can tell, gorgeous, gorgeous miniatures. Absolutely fantastic. Things you would never want to meet in a back alley somewhere by yourself. And you get one more here, which comes in multiple, looks like you can put multiple heads on it. So this can go in here like this. I guess, I don't know. You get multiple options, so you can put this head in there if you want. So do it that way. So you put the head on. There's by itself, so you can have a range of different heads that you want. You could do the wolf head, which is cool. Do it. I need mold lines on that one. There you go. Kind of like a rabbit head. it goes like that. So you get the choice which one you want to use. So there you have it. That is everything that is included for this expansion for Zombicide Undead Alive, and this again is everything that's included in Zombicide Dead West, the expansion. Again, thank you so much for joining us on this unboxing video. If you enjoyed this video, of course, you can leave us a like, or you can, of course, leave a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel. This way you would be kept up to date as to whenever we release new material. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day. We'll catch you on the next unboxing video.